Flood victims are hoping it will provide answers, but it may dredge up more questions. Queensland's much-anticipated Commission of Inquiry into the state's devastating floods is poised to begin. Hundreds of individuals and organisations have made submissions, including the Weather Bureau, which has hit back at claims it failed to properly warn Toowoomba and Lockyer Valley residents of the impending disaster.
The Premier described it as the summer of sorrow. 35 people died, 3 are still missing, and thousands of homes were damaged as floodwaters inundated 3/4 of the state. Tomorrow, Queensland's Flood Commission of Inquiry begins in Brisbane to examine what went wrong.
Obviously, we hope some answers will come out of the inquiry, as we do out of any inquiry, and I think the concern is whether in actual fact anything's been covered up.
These things are only of any use if there are some good suggestions for the future come out of it. And I hope it doesn't become a blame-shifting exercise.
The Bureau of Meteorology has already been the target of some blame. Amateur storm chasers claimed they'd written online about the impending deluge in the Lockyer Valley well before the official Weather Bureau warnings. But in its inquiry submission, the Bureau says it issued a flood warning for the Lockyer and predicted heavy rain and flash flooding in the district and Toowoomba more than 3 hours before what was described as an inland tsunami hit. The inquiry will also investigate water releases from Wivenhoe Dam.
One does wonder whether if they'd let more water out of Wivenhoe Dam before the wet season, they would have been able to store more during the flood, and therefore there wouldn't have been quite so much damage done down here.
Brisbane's public hearing runs until Friday. The Commission then moves to Toowoomba next week and on to Dalby, St George, Gundawindi, Ipswich, Rockhampton and Emerald. Hearings are also scheduled for the Wide Bay.
Particularly, I'm going to be interested in the way that the state government responded to the emergency.
I hope that there will be some genuine recommendations come from the flood inquiry. If there's not, it's a waste of time.
The Commission's interim report is due in August, so early recommendations can be implemented before next summer's wet season. James Kelly, ABC News, Brisbane.